Hi everyone and welcome back to L.O.V's YouTube channel. It's me, Sissel, and I'm so excited to be back because we're doing a giveaway. We'll be doing a giveaway of these two new palettes. The one is the Statement Blush palette and the other one is the Shape Glow Face palette. For you to be able to win these, you have to do 4 things. And the first is you gotta like this video. 2, you need to subscribe to the channel. 3, you have to hit the bell button because then you won't miss out any of the videos. And then 4, you need to write in the comments below what your favorite L.O.V product is and of course why. And that's pretty much it. In today's video, we'll be doing a monochromatic look. It's a pinkish look we're doing today, as you can see. So if you really want to see how I did this, then just keep on watching. So as you can see, I already did my face, I prepped it, I did my foundation, my concealer, and my brows, of course. I've used their new hyaluronic serum primer, which looks like this. And also I've used their Perfectitude Loose Control Powder. So I'm a really big fan of this primer. It's also very good because it's not like a creamy, it's very different. It has more of a liquid texture. It's super good if you have a lot of glow in your skin like myself. So I used this to get a more matte base. And then the loose powder I love because it's more like a traveling size powder and you could bring it with you everywhere, and it's pink. It's like a pinkish color, so it fits the theme of today. This little thing also contains tapioca, which helps with unwanted shine. So that's a good tip for you. Moving on to the eye makeup, I'll start with priming my eyes. And I will be using the Perfectitude eyeshadow primer. So I'm just gonna apply it with my finger. It's just easier that way, and it will absorb in my skin better that way. And when you do this, remember to prime all the way up under your eyebrows because we're going to be doing the makeup all the way up there. We want it to last as long as possible. And this is a super creamy primer. It's not like a lot of the other brands where it's very dry and uncomfortable and it creases a lot. So I really, really like this. I'm gonna start with popping some pink base on my eyelid. For the first color on my eyes, for the base, I will be using a color from the Ocean Cherry Blossom palette. I will be using the color called Cherry. And for this, I will not be using a pencil. I will be using my fingers to apply it with because it makes it more pigmented and it just sets way better. So that's what I will be doing. And just get it all across the whole eyelid, like so. And don't be afraid to put a lot of it on. For the next step, I will be blending out the outer corners with a more neutral color, and I will be using another color from the Cherry Blossom palette. And I will be using the color Petal. So take a fluffy brush, blending brush, and dab a little. Just a little blend, don't have to go crazy. To deepen the color, I will be using a darker shade from the same palette. I'm gonna take a clean brush. We're gonna go in and create that V here. I'll take it all the way in, just like corner. If you haven't noticed already, I'm doing a monochromatic look in pink, and a monochromatic makeup look is pretty much where you use the same tone but different shades. So today we're doing pink, but you can use any color you like, red, but today it's all pink because it matches my nails. All right, a little bit more, and then we're gonna go to the next step. For one of the last steps, I will be using another color called Brave from another palette, which is pretty new. It's called the Rose Copper Eyeshadow Palette. And also these palettes are very cute because they have like these small statements inside. This one says strong is the new pretty. I don't know if you can see, but let's be honest, that's true. Anyways, I'll use the color Brave, which is this one. Don't need to apply too much, just a little bit. And then we're gonna blend it so it's not like a hard line. And now you look a little bit crazy, so you have to blend it out so it doesn't look all weird. Not that I look weird, I always look pretty. Just kidding. And just blend it all together. And then I will add a little bit more of the cherry as I showed in the beginning, just because when you're blending it might fall off a little bit, so I'm just going to apply it in the inner corner just a little bit more so it gives it more shine and pop to my look. And again, I'll use my finger for that. Now I want to connect my eyeshadow above to my lower lash line, of course, so it creates the whole look. And I'll be mixing petal and butterfly together. I take a little thinner brush. And I only put the eyeshadow to half of my lower lash line, like to here. You can put it all the way if that's your preference, but that's just what I like. To finish the eyeshadow look, I will be using one last thing is to create a liner, like an eyeliner, but not like a thick with pencil, but instead use some eyeshadow from the Smoky palette, this one. And I'll be using the black. And we just want to create a thin little line so it will match when we put our mascara and our lashes on, and it would just mix in much better. So I always start at the outer corner where it's a little thicker, and I go in, make it a little thinner in here in the inner corner. So I just got a little shade, not too much. And next step is mascara, and then my favorite, lashes. I'll be using the Fan Effect mascara, waterproof of course. I'll just be applying one layer because the lashes are going to do the whole effect. Now I'm just going to apply some lashes. You can choose any you want. And I'm gonna apply some mascara to my lower lashes as well to make my eyes more open and bigger to look at. Now we are going to do some contouring. You can't not do contouring, obviously. I'm going to be trying a new bronzer from one of the new palettes that's in the giveaway as well, from the Shape and Glow Face palette. And it also has another statement that says, I was not made to be subtle, obviously. And I'll be using the bronzer. First, I'm gonna go in and I'll contour under my cheekbones, pull it to the hairline. This is a nice bronzer. It's not too dark. It's like a nice shade. And of course, I'm gonna contour my big forehead because I don't want it to look this big. That's a good tip. So you just like the top, you just contour that, give it some color up here, and it more gives you like that tan look, so your forehead will kind of shrink a little bit. So if you're dealing with a big forehead like me, that's a good tip. Also, I like to do some contouring in my chin line here just to make it more defined. But be careful you don't do too much because you don't want it to have a thick line here. Blend it out nicely or else people are going to notice and it's going to look really weird. For the blush, I'll be using the Statement Blush palette that's also in the giveaway. I'll be using the peachy shade from the blush palette, this one. I really like this shade. It's not too pink like most blushes, and I never really wear blush, but I really like this. It enhances your own natural skin color. Next, the best part, highlighter. And I'll be using the highlighters from the other palette again, the Shape and Glow Face palette. There's like a gold kind of color, and then there's like more of a pinkish color, and of course I'll use the pinkish. What else? And I'm just gonna start highlighting. I'm gonna start under my eyebrow bone. Also, I'll put a little highlighter in the inner crease of my eye just to make my eyes pop a little more. It's a finished touch. And now the inner corner. And what you guys might like to know is that most of the products from L.O.V are actually vegan, which means no animals were hurt. It's cruelty free, so if you're very much into that, it's good to know. I'm not vegan myself, but I do respect and support people who are. And to finish, a little highlighter above your cupid bow here. So to finish this look, I'm going to be doing my lips with pink. A nude color always works really well, but I feel like going crazy. So I'm going to be using darker shade, a very, very pinkish color. And it's the Matte Devotion liquid lipstick, number 790, Unfazed Fidelity. And it looks like this. But before I apply it, I will of course use a lip liner, and I'll be using the Color Care lip pencil, Lip Affair, in number 503, this one. So I'll start with that. Now the lipstick. Oh my god, this color is crazy. And voila! Pink! If you do want a more subtle look instead of this craziness, you can go for one of their lipsticks. It's more in a nude tone. I'm going to show you the difference. And it is number 522. Moras, and it's super pretty, so that's an option if you are not into this craziness like me. So this is my version of a pink monochromatic makeup look. I hope you liked it as much as I did. If you did, go like the video, subscribe below, hit the bell button thingy somewhere. Also, don't forget to enter the giveaway. The rules are in the description box below if you haven't looked at that already. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.